This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
Hey, what about that comic capers? What about us?
What about us? We here. I know I'm white. Anyway, welcome to Comic Capers. Smack in the middle of our no man's land journey. I am Phil, and that woman with water coming out of her nose is...
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
And as I said, we're continuing our no man's land journey. Kind of a little different this episode, because it's kind of like a grab bag of a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Because we got an issue of Legends of the Dark Knight, which was Batman, Mr. Freeze by Ben Gate. Batman Harley Quinn, the first in-continuity appearance of Harley Quinn in, the regular comics.
Yeah.
Some of you may have heard of her. And then, get some Nightwing in here.
Yes. Finally.
Right. Cleaning up Bruce's mistakes, as usual.
Because, you know why? Better than Batman.
I thought you were going to say, because, bitches.
No! Also, if you watch Titans, Batman.
Alright, so, shall we jump into Batman Legends of the Dark Knight 121 first?
Sure, we can do that.
From September 1999.
Mr. Freeze is such a loser. L7 all the way.
But, I mean, this was written by Larry Hama, probably most well known for a ton of G.I. Joe stuff. And other things. Did he write Wolverine for a while? But, I don't know, I like the story, and I can overlook this, but Batman seems kind of talky in this issue.
Yeah. There was very little action, and I'm just like, I can understand if it's like Joker or Penguin or even Riddler, but Mr. Freeze is very stoic, and, this should have been a punch-em-up issue.
But, it kind of was, but even, Batman dealing...
That was an explosion issue.
Dealing with, the punks in the beginning, and even Mr. Freeze, Batman basically telling these guys how he's beating them up.
Yeah.
It's it's a visual medium, let it speak for itself.
Yeah, pretty much. I thought the artwork was pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah, the art was good. I mean, I still enjoyed the story, but yeah, it just stood out to me that's man, Batman's kind of talky.
I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Okay, that's exactly how I like to end my Batman issues. Cliches, fine.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Freeze floating down the river on a chunk of ice. But no, wait a minute, this is No Man's Land. Isn't the river, mined?
Poisoned? Yeah.
No, is there, floating mines in there? Shouldn't the ice boat...
at the bottom, I guess, right? Or
remember, people were trying to, get across, and they were blowing up, so I was just waiting for that iceberg to float down the river.
Oh, is it still frozen? Yeah.
Well, it looks like it's floating down the river, so I would assume not. But...
I'm just yeah, they forgot. It's okay.
Well, forget that. I'm just
artistic choices.
Shouldn't his iceberg be blown up? Shouldn't it be going all reverse Titanic?
You can't blame the writers for not remembering every little thing, Phil.
I know.
Or maybe secretly all the villains got the mines out, but they didn't tell anybody. They just want to keep all the panic still in.
But I mean, it was No Man's Land. It was classic Freeze from Batman the Animated Series, oh, my wife. And Batman's well, you're the one who shot her.
It's your fault, Batman. I'm no.
You stood in front of her and made me shoot at her.
How about we just don't shoot at people and that solves the problem?
Yeah. So it's a big fight. Well, I like how they bring back the power plant, remember, for when Superman showed up?
I'm surprised that hadn't been destroyed already. It just seems like too much of a good thing in a bad situation. So, yeah. I don't know what else to really say about this. It was just Mr. Freeze.
And I'm just Mr. Freeze is floating away down the river. I'm okay, so he gone from No Man's Land.
If only.
Does he come
He
back?
shows back up.
Okay. I'll get you next time.
I'll be waiting.
And I'll be here. So what did you think of that one?
It was a B-.
Yeah,
the artwork is what saved it for me. The story was really slow, and like I'm not a Mr. Freeze fan, so.
I mean, I have no problem with Freeze, but yeah, it's like a generic Batman story, and like I said, he was kind of talky.
Yeah, but this, just so you guys know, in case you're keeping track, this happens after JLA number 32. So yeah, that makes a difference to you.
When Batman says, keep out.
It's like, so much Batman.
Yeah.
Let's get to this Harley Quinn story.
Like I said, first appearance of Harley Quinn in continuity with an Alex Ross cover.
Yeah, I'm very.
See, that's where we got the image from Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I guess these kids today, they don't know because they want to have a relationship like Joker and Harley, and I'm like, why? He tries to kill her.
I know.
Don't smother me, woman.
He shoots her off in a rocket. He tries to.
Morticia and Gomez have a love like that when we all gothic, okay?
I mean, we get the beginnings of the Harley and Ivy relationship, and
yeah,
we get an explanation how Harley can like keep up with everybody. Magic formula, Magic Ivy formula.
It's
organic.
I like never wanted this. Honestly, I never wanted it. I felt like she should have stayed in the cartoon because they have just ruined this character. Like, I knew a day would come where she would just be the Margot Robbie Harley Quinn. I foresaw this. And
I was going to say, in the Suicide Squad era, yeah.
It annoyed. Like, I like this Harley Quinn, but when they do the reboot is when I absolutely just stopped caring about Harley Quinn. Like what I always say, they want to make her like their Deadpool. They want her to be the anti-hero, skirting the line between villain and hero. And they did that better in the cartoon, is all that I'm saying.
Yeah. Although was she really anti-hero? It was basically, I mean, I still think she was a criminal, but it was like, yeah, I don't need you this time, Joker, and I'm with my girl.
Exactly. Like, I don't know. She's just different in a better way. For
we're gonna hypnotize Bruce Wayne and take him on a shopping spree.
Hashtag misogyny. The converse to feminine. Hashtag feminism. Jeez, that as a kid, even I was just like, really, this is what you would do if you hypnotized Bruce Wayne, really? Not give you stocks and shares of Wayne Enterprises? Like, really? No? Okay. That's just me? Okay.
They weren't greedy.
Shoes only last a season is all that I'm saying. Stocks are forever.
I know.
Get your blue chips up, bro. But anyway, this is... Yeah.
But yeah, and written by Harley Quinn creator Paul Dini.
Yeah. Like I said, I just wasn't here for her stepping out of the cartoon. I just wasn't here for it.
I mean, like I said, I didn't have a problem with it until the Suicide Squad, New 52 era, but it just seemed weird. It's like all of a sudden you're going to introduce her in the middle of No Man's Land. Exactly. It should have been before or after.
This story doesn't seem like it's even in No Man's Land.
Yeah.
Because why would you be setting up roller coasters in No Man's Land? I mean, I know it's Joker and Harley, but still, it's like...
She wanted a romantic getaway for Puddin'.
Ugh, that's not romantic. Roller coasters are the devil's death trap. No, thank you.
That's right.
Anyway, no, the artwork was great, but yeah, I just wish this had come at a different time.
Yeah. I wonder why did it take them so long to introduce her? Because...
I think they were going back and forth with the rights, maybe, because it was on Fox, that whole Batman Fox issue.
Yeah.
That might be a thing. So.
Could be.
Next.
But I was going to say, I love this line, though, that Dini has in here, because, at the end, Batman goes back out after he gets, beat up, and Alfred's like, you're going back out? He's like, I have to. He's like, Gotham's in turmoil. The peacekeepers hide in the madhouse while the lunatics rule the streets.
And you're on the streets, aren't you, buddy? older I get, I'm just like, oh, Batman. Just give it up.
You know.
Seriously.
That's why Dick Grayson is superior. Speaking of...
Yes! Let's get to Nightwing issues 35 through 37. And I have to say, one of my favorite lines about Nightwing, the judge says, he calls him a wingless wonder. I don't know why that makes me laugh every time. It just does. So, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, basically it starts in issue 35 and Batman basically telling Nightwing, yeah, you know, I used lockdown when it was convenient, but now go clean up.
Basically.
Because even Nightwing says, well, what are you doing? Batman's like, I have stuff to do. But then
do as I say, not as I do. Classic Batman.
But then we get the classic. I love him and Oracle. That's right.
Yes, of course.
Tries to sneak him in as a inmate who's already in there, but the guy doesn't want to leave. He'd rather stay in prison than no man's land.
I can't blame him. It's a madhouse out there.
I know. And then, I mean, this is ironic we're doing this now because the CW crossover just happened, but you get the KGBs. We get Trigger Twins.
Yeah. As I was rereading, I was like, nostalgia!
The actual cowboy versions.
You know what? Honestly, I feel like I like the biker gang twist better.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they would
more updated, modern.
If they would have went with the cowboys on the show, would people have been like, "That's so old fashioned"?
Yeah, because people complained about Jonah Hex, so I guess and I think Jonah Hex is great. Not the movie, but Legends version. But yeah.
But I love this classic era of like Chuck Dixon writing and Scott McDaniel pencils. Oh, it wasn't on the list, but did you ever read Nightwing Secret Files and Origins #1?
I did. Of course I have. Okay. All the Secret Files are actually great. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah. But that main story is like a way for them to like retell the origin, because he gets knocked out at the end of 35 and captured. And like the first story, Secret Files, is him hallucinating while he's out talking to Robin, and everyone, you think it's like a scene from Titans now where he, sees his younger self, but no. Goes through his time as Robin and with the Titans, and then the Superman stuff.
Yeah, those are great. They need to bring those back.
The Superman stuff that Dixon would explore later. Where he tells Superman the secret he never told anyone. He thought he would be Batman one day. But then as he's waking up, Robin's asking him, "Oh, is it all worth it?" And he's like, yeah. Then Robin's like, "See you around, Grayson." He's like, "Yes, you too, Jason." So much death imagery.
Dun, dun, dun.
So much death imagery before they brought him back. I know it was an hallucination, but still. But yeah.
God. Like, Jason is almost as bad as Damian with, like, his history. Like, it's just... And the fact is just like, whatever, just pick a thing and do it. Yes, I agree.
You know what I was thinking today? You know what crossover I'd like to see? Dick Grayson, or Nightwing and Red Hood versus Bucky Barnes and Jack Monroe.
Really?
2 Buckys versus 2 Robins. Yeah!
Robins went hands down, especially Jason. Hello!
Yeah, I know.
That'd be a massacre. Let's just be honest.
I mean, Bucky would give them some trouble, but... Bucky Barnes give them trouble, but otherwise, yeah.
I mean, unless they were endangering Cap, like, come on, no. Bucky would get smashed. Hardcore. Ooh, phrasing, maybe.
Phrasing.
Oh, fanfic alert. Anyway, I think issue 37 is my favorite out of the 3, though.
Oh, the third one, yeah?
Yeah. Just from the cover to cover, I just enjoyed the story the most.
Yeah, I just love they throw him in the pit, like in that pit in the prison with all those lunatics. We keep saying lunatics.
I know.
Firefly with most of his skin burned off and Black Mask with no face.
It almost feels like you're reading through a script of Gotham.
Coming soon. Anyway, but no, it's pretty bad when the Scarecrow is like the normal one down there. No, let's not kill him with Batman showing up. We need him as a bargaining chip.
Rational. You always need one.
When Crane is the the most thought out one, you're in trouble.
I guess. As long as he's not huffing his own supply, he's okay. It's when he starts huffing his own supply, then it's like...
Yes, Stephen Amell. Why did he knock over that fear gas?
I know, because he's incompetent as both the Arrow and Flash.
Convenient plot point.
Elseworlds, poop on Oliver Queen, the 3-hour saga.
You said colon and poop.
I know.
You're like,
it's almost like I read too much Deadpool or something.
And podcast about it.
Anyway, yeah. No, I think the Nightwing was a great way to cap off this hodgepodge of mess.
Oh, and I forgot the deadliest villain who they first introduced in Nightfall. When the ventriloquist doesn't have Scarface, he has Socko. He put his sock on his hand and talked through it. Feels like Ace Ventura or something.
For Batman to be so serious and broody, and yes, for those that aren't watching on YouTube, those were air quotes, ridiculousness ensues a lot.
Yeah, after No Man's Land, we'll have to do something else to cleanse the palate, but eventually we should do Nightfall.
Yeah, we should do Nightfall.
I mean, you want to do the whole thing from like the beginning up until Bruce comes back?
Whoa. Let me think about that. That is
that'd be like another 19-20 part saga.
I know, I was gonna say, yeah, that is a long saga.
I was gonna say we could do arcs. We don't have to do single issue.
Okay, yes, we can do arcs. That'll speed it along a little bit. But no, I found Nightfall very interesting, and I think that's what Batwoman, the TV show, I guess it's supposedly green, but I think that's kind of what they're going for, because he's missing and that whole thing. So.
Oh, did you read The Batman Who Laughs #1 this week?
I did.
There's kind of a link to Nightfall there. It's kind of sort of when he's checking the body and he's like, "This is a Bruce Wayne who retired after Bane."
Yeah. They're gonna have to give. Whoa. Like I was a little bored, but hopefully the next issue is.
Yeah. Oh, did you read that detective?
Not yet, but it's on my stack. I still haven't gotten through the 30 issues that I bought for my birthday, so it's going to be a while.
Stacking comics. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I told you I got like the Spider-Woman, 50 cents an issue. I was like, are you crazy? I'm not going to argue with you though. I got Saga, Chew, some old Archie stuff that I'd been looking for, so yeah. It's
cool.
Yeah. I got pretty much all the Batman stuff that I need.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff from when I was a kid. Like the new stuff, I'm just like, wait for the trade.
Yeah, I was gonna say most of the last couple decades, I have everything I'd be interested in. The convention last week, I bought like a pre-crisis issue. It was pretty good though.
I am probably gonna go back and grab some Green Lantern stuff because I just remembered some of the shady stuff that Hal was doing, and I was like, I need to have this in print.
What you mean, like dating a teenager?
Yes.
Well, her body's a woman.
Born sexy yesterday is a disgusting trope that must end. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Don't even get me started. But no. Yeah, like I said, Nightwing was the better of the stuff. Issue 37 was my favorite one.
Escape from the prison and
yeah. Like I think the next arc after this one is a little bit better. I think things start really, really picking up now after this hodgepodge of mess.
Because Nightwing's pretty banged up and makes his way to Oracle. Wow.
For a little TLC, if you know what I'm saying.
Hello. But I was going to say...
Emotional. Come on, Philip.
I know. I was going to say, let me check the list here and figure out when we get back to Nightwing here.
Is it two? Two more and we're back?
Well, this is part 8 of No Man's Land. No, we don't get back till part 13.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Damn it.
Oh, because next episode, we're not doing any Batman. It's 3 issues of Catwoman, 72, 73, and 74, and Robin, 68, 69, and 70. Yeah.
You know what? Yeah. That's actually pretty good, though.
So an even bigger change of pace. They're like, I mean, I don't know.
Catwoman. I know. Yeah.
I don't think Batman appears in the Catwoman. I can't remember about the Robin, but yeah, big change of pace.
Well, you know what? They go in these big spurts of Batman.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, it's been Batman heavy the last, most of the arcs we've covered so far. So
yeah. So all's fair.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, a couple, like 5 more parts or so before we get back to Nightwing and Oracle. So
it'll be worth the wait in case you haven't read this.
Well, these 3 issues went like it was 3 months, so we got to catch up.
Yeah.
Most of the stuff up.
But yeah, so I give this arc overall a B+.
Yeah.
The Harley brought it down for me. Like, I just could not bring myself to care. I think I might have cared more back in the day, but like reading this is like an adult. Mm-mm.
The Nightwing stuff was definitely the best, and I know no one's surprised to hear me say that, but Lil says it too. What did you like better, the Legends issue or the Harley Quinn thing?
Since I don't like Mr. Freeze, I'll go with Harley.
Okay. But it was close?
It was very close.
Okay.
Ask me tomorrow and it could change.
Yeah. All right. So anything else?
Nope. Just be sure to tune in when Gotham premieres.
That's right.
Pretty soon.
Before the bat, we'll be back. Yeah, first week of January 3rd, Gotham is back. So check us out here on Mondays once that starts for episodes of, or catch us on YouTube beforehand. But yeah, on the podcast, Mondays will be before the bat, before everything else. Mondays. Like we said, come back next episode of Comic Capers. We'll be covering Catwoman 72, 73, and 74, and Robin 68, 69, and 70.
69, you say?
Every time. She's a 12-year-old boy trapped in a woman's body.
It's so true. You see my wardrobe.
I know, it looks like mine. Pretty scary, huh?
All right, on that note.
I should, drop it.
On that note.
Anyway, send us your thoughts on No Man's Land. Like I said, we still got a bunch to go, so email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us, Comic Capers, on Facebook, at Comic Capers Pod, and at CL Sidekicks on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Lilith?
Lilith will fix it, because Lilith fixes everything.
If you nerds want to fight me on the internet, so you can find me on Twitter, at Lilith Hellfire. On the gram, you can find me Lilith Hellfire 86. And if you want to talk Smallville and or Superman, Save Me Pod on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and or Instagram. Feed the troll. Feed me. Don't feed the troll.
You can always get a hold of me, NightwingPDP, at gmail.com, and on Twitter, I am at NightwingPDP. All right. Like I said, nice little bag of everything this episode, and we'll get even more next episode with Catwoman and Robin. As well, at least this one Azrael. Although I think
one thing Gotham did better.
What?
Azrael.
Oh yeah.
Fight me, nerds.
So it blew up the rocket launcher.
As you do. If I was a supervillain, that's how I want to go out. That's all I'm saying. If I was a supervillain.
Oh, please. I'm sure it's in your will. You want like a regular funeral, except, yes, float me out there and shoot me with a rocket launcher. I
actually want my ashes sent out to space.
Ooh, nice. I was thinking about being buried.
So I gotta become a billionaire before I die.
I was thinking about being cremated and just being put in a box with some comics.
That's hilarious.
Right. You don't appreciate it at first, but then you're like, oh, I get it. Thank you for that.